Hello and welcome to Journey to Easter. Today is Saturday, March 25th in the fourth week of Lent. Our reading today comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 7, and this is just a portion of it. And, the Pharisees are actually, challenging the guards, and this is a guard's response. It says, "The guards answered, 'Never before has anyone spoken like this man.' So the Pharisees answered them, 'Have you also been deceived? Have any of the authorities of the Pharisees believed in him? But this crowd, which does not know the law, is accursed.'" The Pharisees here do not offer us much in the way of inspiration, but they do provide us, I think, with many lessons here. In the passage that I just read from you, the Pharisees, they model for us one of the most common tactics of what I want to say called the evil one. And basically, it is getting in the way, of what we see, or it's trying to distract us, trying to pull us away. And I think that's what was happening to the Pharisees, is that they were, seeing Jesus, but they weren't seeing the good that he was doing. He wasn't seeing that he was, somebody that was coming from God, and they were letting that distract them. But even the guards were beginning to say that there's something different about this man. There's something different. Many of his followers and his disciples, they were not being distracted because they were looking at him and seeing, this guy must come from God, because there's just something different about him, because no one else speaks like him. No one else does the things that he does. St. Ignatius of Loyola, in his spiritual exercises, he explains that when a person is moving from a life of sin to a life of holiness, the evil one will attack in various ways. St. Ignatius is really telling us that, in our journey to holiness, in our journey just to become that true disciple of Jesus, there are going to be so many distractions. Somehow in our weak moments, somehow in those moments where we have that little bit of doubt, that evil presence is going to try to get in there and draw you away. Draw you away. And that's what we have to avoid. We have to stay strong, and we have to stay faithful. And I think it's important that, we look at how sometimes there are going to be others, there's going to be things, there's going to be situations that are going to try to distract us and take us away from Jesus. Whatever that may be. And it may be somebody in your life, a family member. It may just be a situation that happens in your daily life. But all I can say is, in this journey of Lent, this journey to Easter, stay strong and stay focused. Maybe you got to step back a little bit and say, all right, let's retreat and let's look at where we're going and see how we can get there just a little bit better. I think today we need to really reflect on what's trying to keep us away from our Lord. What's trying to keep us away from Jesus? What's trying to keep us away from being and living a good Christian life? Identify it and push it away. And just say, I choose Jesus. I choose Jesus. Continue your journey to Easter.